This world has been sundered by a tide of arcane energy. The winds of magic churned into a maelstrom. The Tome of Fate drew me north to find out why. It guided me to a distant fortress steeped in blood. A battle was fought there. Though long over, the spirits still lingered. In the shadow of a broken portal, the trail ended. It was here the tome conversed with the dead. They told of Urson, the bear god of Kislev, lost in darkness. A noble prince ventured to save him, yet he strayed from the path and was corrupted by chaos. Savior became executioner. A single shot, bound in faith forsaken, pierced Urson's heart. And so the bear god roared. The tide that broke the world. Spirits, where lies Urson now? Is he here, in the north?
Beyond the maelstrom, in the realm of chaos, in the forge of souls.
Is he alive?
Wounded and dying, imprisoned in shadow.
What shadow? A demon's?
A master of the dark.
I knew who shackled the bear. Belacor. Only a fool would challenge Belacor. And yet, the power of a dying god, there is no greater prize. A mere drop of Urson's blood would break my curse, ending my servitude to this accursed book. Free to profit from its secrets. But Urson is locked in the Forge of Souls, deep in the realm of chaos, and I cannot enter this nightmarish domain. All routes have been sealed by the Maelstrom. There must be a way. The tome unveils a spell to summon a portal. One to bypass the Maelstrom and create a door into chaos. Knowledge to bargain, for I need an ally. One who is tempted by the power of the God Bear and can withstand the horrors within. A new evil enters the world. A prince of Kislev, reborn a prince of darkness, a champion of the Chaos Gods.
Kislev will fall. It will kneel before me, before chaos.
You think too small for one so powerful.
Have you forgotten, Seer? I killed Urson.
Why stop at Kislev when you can give chaos the world?
No more twisted words.
Wait! Urson lives!
You lie.
Wounded and dying by your hand, but alive. The shadow has him still.
Belacor will pay for his betrayal.
The god bears power. It is yours for the taking. So take it.
The realm of chaos cannot be entered. No one can cross the maelstrom.
I can. I will guide you back to the Forge of Souls. All I require is one drop of Urson's blood. Finish the job you started. Mighty God Slayer.
God Slayer. World Slayer. Urson's power is mine.
Prince of Demons, God Slayer. The ruinous powers watch, waiting for you to make your mark on this world. The deeper the scar, the easier it will be to wrest Urson's remnants from Bellicor. First, establish a capital. This will alleviate the attrition from which you currently suffer. Your new fortress is all but complete. Claim and dedicate it to one of the Chaos Gods. Yet do not linger, for trespassers approach. Colonists from Nordland attempt to settle the untamable lands. In a mistaken belief, this will quell invasions from the north. Wipe out the gullible fools at their beachhead, the Bay of Blades. Then make the Scalings pay for failing to protect lands that are the dominion of Chaos Undivided. The other Norscan tribes should be conquered and subsumed into your burgeoning realm. And across the Sea of Claws lies even fatter prey. The Empire is within reach, but beyond that fractured nation, the so-called Motherland. Kislev, the nation which abandoned you, whose god you had no choice but to slay. The leader of Urson's cult, Kostaltin, musters a force to enact revenge against you. Meet them head-on and harvest their miserable lives to power your own vengeance. As you gather your forces, the Tome of Fates ponders a way to return to the Chaos Realms. Your form remains malleable, so use this to your advantage and wield the Legion of Chaos. A prince will become a king, and then a god.
Hello, Monsters Abound here, and welcome to Total War Warhammer 3. That's right, it's finally happening. I've got my hands on the game, and I can show you a little preview of the 9th legendary lord, the Daemon Prince. You're probably asking, the Daemon Prince, what, Bellicor? No, it's Ted, the Bear Penetrator, that well-known Warhammer... Okay, it's a totally unique character. Well, you can call your Daemon Prince whatever you like. I've called it Ted the Bear Penetrator because the Daemon Prince is in the Warhammer 3 storyline. The Kislevite prince who went searching for Urson, found him, fell to chaos, decided to shoot him in the head with some kind of hell bullets, got betrayed by Bellicor, got punted out of the realms of chaos into the snow, and then cried out to the Chaos Gods to save him, and apparently give him massive gains, because he is looking ripped, let's be honest. If I knew I didn't have to go to the gym, I could just give my souls to the Chaos Gods. Probably would. I think I could probably rock the burning Sigil of Chaos in the chest as well. So, this is Ted. Ted leads the Demons of Chaos faction. It's a Chaos Undivided faction. It has access to the vast majority of the demonic units, although potentially not all at the same time. That's due to the Demons of Chaos, or rather it should be the Demon Princes, because the Demons of Chaos faction is very much based on the Demon Prince himself. It's all about him, and he has his own mechanic, which is demonic glory. So basically, whenever you win a battle, whenever you take a settlement, you can dedicate it to a particular god, and certain buildings can give you sort of passive glory gain. But this will fill up these bars, these 5 bars you have here. So you've got one for Chaos Undivided, one for Khorne, Nurgle, Slaanesh, and Tzeentch. As the bar fills up, it will unlock various different units for you to use, and you can then build buildings to recruit them. It'll also unlock certain buffs and stuff, such as Slaanesh Delights 2 here, which will unlock the recruitment of the Allures, and also give melee attack when fighting against Khorne factions. You'll also unlock some mechanics as well. So for example, you get 770 Slaanesh glory, you will unlock the Seduce Units feature for all of your army. So this is the same mechanic that the Slaanesh Nakar, that guy, he has. You get some plague plagues as well you can set if you go for the 717 Nurgle glory. And it's not quite the sort of like mixing your own plagues that Nurgle has, but it allows you to create plagues and spread them, so which is quite cool. So as you increase your glory in one or potentially all of the gods, you will unlock those abilities, units, and also items, things like aged wings and avian physique. And you're probably going, well, what does that mean? Well, you get to dress your Daemon Prince. There's your Daemon Prince, there he is, and he has different bits of equipment that you can acquire through the glory system. That includes different types of heads, and they look different. Torsos, they'll look different. Wings look different. You can get two-hand weapons, one-hand weapons. Slaanesh has like some scythe arm things, which are quite cool. So that's really good. And so basically, there's a lot of different bits of equipment that you can acquire. And so your Daemon Prince is going to be pretty unique compared to anyone else's. Bit rude. And what that means is that this is the most customizable character Total War has ever done. And it kind of reminds me of, was it the Dawn of War, where they brought the Tau in and you could equip your general with stuff like that. It reminds me of that, if that was actually a thing, I didn't just imagine it. So that's really, really cool. I really like that. Now, theoretically, you can unlock most of the demonic units, except for maybe the higher end ones, things like the Plague Drones of Nurgle, the Death Heads ones, the Soul Grinders, and the Greater Demons themselves. But once you hit 380 glory, you can dedicate yourself to a particular god. This will not stop glory, but it will halve. No, all of the glory will be halted. It will halt it. I thought it was halved. No, it's halted. It's gone. You can't get any more glory in the other gods. But it does mean you unlock nice buffs here. So, for example, Nurgle's Gifts 7 gives more armor for the Great Unclean Ones, more melee defense, more physical resistance, and charge defense versus large. That's really nice. That's all really good. And then you get stuff like Lord Recruit rank +3 for Heralds of Nurgle, construction costs for all buildings, Hero Recruit rank for Plague Ridden. You get upkeep reduction -25% for Nurgle units. And you can also summon Plague Bearers. And then you can unlock the Greater Demons as well. And you can also then get some really, really cool items specific for that god, which is very, very nice. Alternatively, you can go Chaos Undivided, and that will give you access to all the demonic units, but your buffs won't be as good and your items won't be as good. So you have these options. So this is a campaign that you could play multiple times, because there's definitely different ways you could go with it, which is really, really cool. Really like that a lot. His skills are all based around sort of gaining glory, and then they go down different trees. Obviously you have the Undivided tree here, Khorne, Nurgle, Slaanesh, and Tzeentch trees. Or did I get that right? I did. Yes, good. Did I get the Slaanesh and Tzeentch sides mixed up? And that will give buffs for their specific units. It'll also give upkeep reductions and stuff like that. So if you like go for a particular god, say you went for like Khorne or something, you got a 25% upkeep reduction for Khorne, and then you got another 15%. I mean, your units are going to be pretty cheap. Pretty cheap. And that's basically the Demons of Chaos and Ted the Bear Penetrator's faction traits. He himself doesn't really have any traits, just gives access to that glory system. And the faction traits are the glory system. That's it. That's basically it. You don't have any sort of bonuses for particular types of units or anything like that. It's all about that glory system. It's all based around the Daemon Prince. Now you start in Norsca there, and to the south we have the Empire. So we have Altdorf is down here somewhere. You've got Marienburg. There's Lulorn Forest. The Wood Elves are quite active. And up here you've got the Chaos Waste itself. Chaos Waste is quite a large section. Over here, of course, you've got the Realms of Chaos, and you've got Cathay, and there's where the Dark Elves, not Dark Elves, sorry, Chaos Dwarves live, and the Ogres live over there, all that kind of good stuff. So we start off basically facing off against the Empire. Nordland have sort of secured some territory in Norsca, and we're going to kick them out by taking on this enemy general over here. It's a brand new game, brand new campaign, first battle. It's got that first battle of the game smell. It's the best smell. It does feel like they've dialed up the battlefields and the graphics in general. Everything just looks just a little bit more, I don't know, oomphy. Look at them, the big old claw hands. Hey? And there is Ted himself flying above our army. Of course, you can land him. There's now a button to make him land, which is nice. Got the blood letters. Of course, we've seen these guys before in the preview battle. In Khorne's place, fighting against them as Kislev. Got the blue horrors, who are currently gobbing blue fire. These kind of your melee troops as Zinch, and then you've got the pink horrors, your sort of missile units, although they're actually pretty good in melee combat. The Seekers of Slaanesh are incredibly good, fast-moving shock cavalry, and then you've got the plague drones of Nurgle. This battle is going to be over very quickly, by the way. Then we've got the Marauders of Slaanesh, because those are our Pokeboys, and then the Nurglings, the adorable little Nurglings. They're just fantastic. I love them. They are brilliant. Looks like the enemy army is pretty much overrun already, and Ted is taking care of old Ulrich Leitdorf. Yeah, he's now running away, and to be honest, I can't blame him. He's being assaulted by tiny Nurglings, and there's a giant 11-foot tall grey monster trying to twat him with a sword. Short and sweet, we always knew it would be. This allows you to get some of that demonic glory. You know what? I think we're going to go, as soon as he likes penetrating bears, we're going to go for Slaanesh. Let's go and stab him there. There we go. Good. That's going to give us mission successful here. The missions have changed as well. And, oh, a master painter. It's very nice. Like a bit of art. The quests have changed. They're now a little bit more worthwhile, to be honest. And you can see all of your missions. There's a little box here, and they'll also appear along the side, which is quite nice. You also get little markers on the map, which will show you where your mission objective is. We're going to go and take Doomkeep here, and we're going to set it up for Slaanesh, because I think that's what we're going. We're going hard for Slaanesh. You heard it here first, and that's going to go unlock an Allurus. If we recruit 2 units, you will always get the demonic hero of the type of settlement that you settle first off. So, for example, if you settle Doomkeep for Khorne, then you'll get the Bloodletter guy. Nurgle, you get the Plague Bearer guy. You get the idea. Anyway. So, we're going to go just Glorious Warfare, because that's just going to give us general extra glory, which is nice. And the character details, we have unlocked some legs, and Slaanesh has said, hey, would you like some sexy garter legs? And I'm like, yes, I would. Bosh. There we go. Very nice. And you also see he turns slightly pink. You can see his hue change a little bit as he's going a little bit more Slaanesh. Very nice. Look at that. He's looking absolutely dapper. Fantastic. And we can then build up this settlement. Now, depending on who you dedicate the settlement to, will give you access to different buildings. So, for example, here we can build things like Slaaneshi Altar, Slaaneshi Shrine. That's going to give us access to Slaaneshi units, as you'd expect, and various Slaanesh stuff there and there. Most of this stuff is, I mean, it will change the look. So, for example, this will be a totem of the wolf or whatever for Khorne, but it will give you the same benefits, basically. So, there we go. So we're going to build immediately off the bat the Obelisk of Slaanesh. Very phallic, but there we go. And we can already unlock the Marauders. So we're going to recruit some Marauders of Slaanesh right off the bat. There we go. Looking good. And then we're going to end the turn. As you can see, turn times are fairly quick, which is good. Got some more missions issued, and we've got Viditas. Vanessa. There we go. Vanessa, Duchess of Carnality. Good. Right. Okay. We're going to head straight down here because we're going to head to the coast, the Bay of Blades, Nordland. I've got the settlement down here, and we're going to go and take it. Let's send Vanessa to do some training, some heavy lifting. In you go. Good stuff. We get a little bit more glory there, and that's going to unlock another... Okay, it's going to show us the tutorial. That's fine. We've also unlocked something new. Let's have a look. What do we got? We have a right arm. It's a sighted arm. Yes, we want to equip that. And Bosch, now he's got a big old scythe arm. That's right. Now, you can't obviously have a hand weapon at the same time. The scythe is going to give us 60% base weapon damage and 7 melee attack. And the hand weapon would give us 15%. 10% armor piercing, though, but no effect. So this is going to be better for us. And we can now stab people with our hands. Although it is going to make going to the toilet significantly trickier. Just it's going to be, you know, taking your life in your own hands. Scythe arm, in a way, if you think about it. Very dangerous. It should be said that because we're instantly at war with everyone, the AI does tend to be quite aggressive. We're going to go and take the Bay of Blaze down here. Now, the siege settlement maps are really cool, but this battle itself is pretty easy, so we're not going to fight this one. We will fight one very, very soon, though, I do promise. We're going to set this one to... what do I think? What works well with Slanesh? You know what? Let's go Khorne. Khorne and Slanesh, they get on like a house on fire. And if you've ever been inside a house on fire, you'll know what that's like. So, we can now recruit some Hellstriders of Slanesh, which we're going to do. That's all looking pretty good. That's fine. I'm also going to recruit another Lord. And I bet you're thinking, wait, what? Are you don't want 15% extra ink upkeep, do you? Well, one, I'm playing on hard. Not very hard. So it wouldn't be, I think it'd be 10%. However, you might notice down here, it's actually 2%. I don't know if that is because this is like an early access version or whether that's set in stone, but I hope it's set in stone because, it's so nice not to have to increase your... It's just a little up, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. Like 2%, okay, that's fine. Yeah, it will increase overall, but ultimately you're fine. You're not... This means units which might be a bit throwaway, such as Skaven Slaves, might actually have a use because you're not going to increase the cost of every friggin' storm vermin in your entire faction by 15% just because you need to recruit a stack of them. So that's really nice. Who do I want? I'm gonna go... I do like a strong, confident Slaughter Fiend, so he's up. Good. Now we're just going to recruit this guy because I need someone to lure the AI into ambushes. Seduce unit budget minus 15%. Enemy Slanesh armies in local region and Zitch corruption there. It should be said that the equipment, if we have a look at Vanessa here, has changed a little bit. You can see Vanessa there. Unfortunately, you can't... So with your Daemon Prince, you can like spin him around, which is really cool. We've got a torso. A flaming body or a spiked collar. Ooh, that's a bit natty, isn't it? And wings, we've got Wings of Pestilence. Very nice. And an armoured serpentine tail. He's looking a little bit red now because he's going a bit more Khorne. But that's okay. And he's also got skill points. I'm going to go for Growing Chaos. That's right. Good. So you can't spin your other characters around, which is a bit of a shame. But you can see the magic item and ancillaries has sort of changed a little bit. You can equip different ancillaries. You can also, and this is really nice. In fact, I don't probably want that on him. To be honest, that'd probably be really good on Ted, but doesn't work, does it? So we can't do that. Let's... I guess I'll just... Wait, it's Lord's army, isn't it? Yes, that's not actually going to help with you. That's fine, we'll go with that. So, you can actually now fuse or salvage items. So, if you have like a couple of grey weapons, you can try fusing them to see if you can get something better than a crappy grey weapon, which is really cool. You can also just salvage stuff. So, if you've got a bunch of crappy magical items cluttering up your inventory, you can just get rid of them and get some more cash, which is very nice.
Supreme Champion.
So we are going to head in this direction, and we're going to get old Tron. It's just, you don't have cloven feet yet. We've got to be a little bit careful here, because you might see that to the south of us we have, yes, good old Theodoric Gauss is already on the way by the looks of it. And we've also got Wood Elves. Yes, that's right, Wood Elves in the Lulorn Forest on the edge. They really do like... They do like crossing the Gulf and potentially threatening our settlements. I'm not too worried about that at the moment, though. It should be fine. We're just going to sneak up to your little settlement. Also, it's going to give us some replenishment. Oh, it's not going to... The line's there. Doesn't matter. We're going to do a little ambush there. We're going to send Shron in. They do have an army who's heading in this direction. I'm hoping that maybe they will come down and we can lure them into an ambush and kill them. Yeah, the Wood Elves really do get on my giant demonic tits, which I don't have equipped yet, but soon. But they will totally get on them. I hate Wood Elves. Really hate Wood Elves. Our ambush was foiled. Where did that army go? That's my concern. Where did that army go? Right, Vanessa's skilled up. We're going to give her the Lash of Slanesh. Give us a little bit of a magical support, which would be nice. And we're going to go and attack the Longship Graveyard. What kind of garrison do they have here? Yes, I think we're going to encircle them. And this won't by any means be a particularly tough battle. But we're going to do it anyway, because the settlements... even the minor settlement battles are really cool. But the major settlement battles are really cool now as well. The minor settlement battles are still very, very cool themselves. So let's take a look at how they've changed. So settlement battles are much changed. They now have the ability to build defensive towers. They have choke points all over the place. I mean, they are just one giant choke point, and you have multiple different sort of capture areas. So pushing up towards the centre here with the blue and pink horrors backed up by the Nurglings. On the right flank, we have all of our cavalry. That is the Seekers of Slanesh and the Hellstriders moving up to capture this victory location here. The AI obviously doesn't have enough units to cover all of the entrances, so they're trying to cover the main ones. And then over here, we are moving towards the left capture point. And there's Ted with his brand new claw arm. Looking very dapper there. Slapping some Norscans to death. Reinforcements now turn up after a set amount of time. So Char, whatever his name is, will turn up in about 40 seconds to join the party. This does mean that if you have reinforced, if you're reinforcing a big army, a small army with a big army, you have to be careful because you might end up in a lot of trouble. Unless they're getting stuck right in there, helping out the plague drones. What a gal. Lovely hair. Is that hair? Probably doesn't matter. Here comes the Marauders of Slanesh, backed up by the Bloodletters. So each capture zone sort of controls various different defensive positions, as you can see by the little red line there. So it can be towers, can be areas where you can put barricades, and the defender will have a set amount of supplies, which will then allow you to construct barricades or towers wherever there is a little point to do that. They cost supplies to do that, and your supplies will slowly tick up depending on the number of capture points you control. And should you lose control of the capture point, you can see we're capturing one over here, then anything constructed under control of that supply point will then crumble, and you will stop getting supplies from that location. The attacker can't get supplies, but he can stop the defender from getting them. And you can also take out towers, like we've done here with our pink and blue horrors, using ranged attacks. And also flying units can also attack the towers. You can see Ted there is just jumping up and down on a tower until it stops moving. But we also captured the point here, so the tower crumbled. Anyway, Ted didn't need to do anything. Getting some lovely sandwiching action as all of our Slanesh cavalry charge in from every direction and take out the Marauders, backed up, of course, by the Chaos Warhounds coming in from the rear. And those enemy Marauders are massively overwhelmed. You can see they're losing health very, very rapidly. They're poisoned as well, so they're doing very little damage in return. And they're broken. Neat. So far, so good. Ted's in the middle here, capturing the key building. Key building also provides the defender with bonuses, so they'll get 15% melee defense and leadership plus 10 for everyone who's inside the range of the settlement. And obviously if you take that, they'll lose that benefit and be easier to deal with. You see those Marauders scarpering. Don't want to have to deal with Ted. Don't blame them. He's a bit of a monster. I mean, literally. Look at the guy. Yikes. He's a big beefy boy. Just carving his way through him with his big old scythe arm. And our forces now moving in from every direction. There we go. Finishing off these guys down here. That's going to be an easy win. Settlement battles are so much better. Really like them. The major settlements are even better because they have defensive walls and like multiple raised defensive locations. You can definitely get a good siege battle going on. So we have a settlement battle. The major settlements do have walls still, but they've also like built up on multiple levels. So you have like levels behind the walls which are built on the same level as the wall itself, which is just it's genuinely so cool. We're going to set this one up for... I'm just going to do another Slanesh, I think. I'll say we were going to go half a Slanesh, and we shall. Trust me on that.
Daemon Prince.
So we're going to continue our growing chaos, and we're also... Oh, we've got Ravage Wing. So this gives us Pestilent Decay, which does cause damage to everyone around us, which I do like. More charge bonus, more hit points. This is Purged a week, so it's more speed, vigor, physical resistance and speed. I think I'm going to stick with the Wings of Pestilence there. I think that's my preference for the moment. So we will continue with that. Now, unfortunately, I can only do 3 videos on the... Oh, God. No, that's not good. It's a first. We'll never see them turn up here. Where do they even live? Oh, just out there. Okay, well that makes sense. Maybe we should try and make friends.
To be honest, I'd rather be raiding, but you have my time.
Thanks. Right, we could get a non-aggression pact and even military access, and now you can just be like, what can I do to balance the offer? 118? I'll take that, thanks. You don't have to take your longships. That's entirely on you. Let's see if the Bjornlings over here as well. We might be able to get those on side. Yes, let's balance that off. 185. I'll take that. Lovely jubbly. See if we can keep them. Ooh.
Your skull is spared from a skull throne.
Thanks. It's actually a little bit pointy for Khorne anyway. Probably if he'd sat on that, it'd be awful. Okay, so we might be able to get the Exiles of Khorne on side as well, which would be quite nice. Everyone else just kind of hates us, which is understandable because, you know, we're a big old Daemon Prince. And also, you know, particularly for Kislev, we did shoot a bear in the face, which is punishable by death. I mean, I think being 11 feet tall, grey, and having the burning sigil of Chaos Undivided in your chest is probably also punishable by death, but particularly the shooting the bear in the face thing. Anyway, I've only got 3 videos to do for this preview, but there will be more previews coming up. So we'll have to end that there, but look out for more videos tomorrow. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.